Alright folks, welcome back to Old School Studios. Today I'm going to take this counter and the sink off here and prepare it for the new counter and sink. So first things I got to do is clear off this counter. Got lots of tools sitting around, not using anymore. But let me get started with this and I'll be right back at you. Alright, so I need to get up underneath here. And on each corner, I got a screw. Oh. Alright, so this is unscrewed. So next thing I'm going to do is shut off these. Oh, those are tight. I'm going to really tighten these things so I don't get no water. And I got to cut the water lines here because there is no, it's hardwired somehow. I don't even know how a plumber did this, but let me get a wrench. I got to get a wrench on this. This baby's tight. It's tight. Alright, so these are shut off. I shouldn't have any water coming through, and I don't. Just turn these both on. I got no water coming through. And I'm going to unhook the P-trap, and this whole thing should lift right off here, so let me get that done. Oh, a dead battery. Always such a mess. Alright, so those lines are cut. Let me get this P-trap, this jackball P-trap off here. Oh, more piss water. Wasn't put on correctly 100 fucking years ago. And I'm gonna yank this thing off here. Oh yeah. Alright folks, so this thing is ready to yank out of here now. But I'll clean up the mess when it's out. So let me get this thing yanked. I need two hands and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now that I got the sink out, I want to make some nice clean cuts on here. And I'm going to put compression fittings 1/2 inch to 3/8 so my water lines just fit right on. These knobs will be removed and we'll use the quarter turn. So if the tenant has any water issues, they could use the quarter turn. In order for me to remove these, I have to shut the whole building off, and we've been through this before. There's 20 apartments here that I have to be shut down to change. It's just not feasible. The amount of phone calls and text messages that a water shut off creates is just beyond me. So we're gonna cut these nice and clean and put some shut-off valves that are quarter turn and compliant. And oh my god, I don't know where my good pipe cutter's at. For some reason I have my work van is broken still. Well, it's not. I fixed it, but it's out. I'm not driving it yet. I don't think I'm ever going to drive it. I think I'm going to sell it. Buy a new van. I'm not going to get trapped on the freeway with a piece of shit van. So this is what I'm putting on here. These are 1/2 inch to 3/8. Let me get one out. Alright, so this little buddy has a brass washer in there. I'm just going to set all the way down. I might have to take it off. I think I need 2 hands again. Alright, so getting a look at this, we got, you can see that right there, the brass fitting. And the tighter you make this, it compresses that little brass. And super tight. Super tight. Alright, let me get some wrenches on this and I'll be right back with you. See what the possibility that these are going to come off without. Oh yeah, you're going to be a stubborn piece of shit. Alright, so these are going to have to stay on. I can't even get them off. It's not even worth breaking something and making water go pissing everywhere. So I'm going to clean this area up here some more. Get some gray paint on this. It dries super fast, quick. And I don't have water lines. For some reason they never made it to the cash register today. So those are being delivered to me. I'm going to put this faucet on the kitchen sink. This thing is the 4th hole. Faucet hole cover. It has to go on. I put these on after the sink is installed. So I'm going to get busy with a couple of these things. Alright, so I came in here and I cut around this with gray. First coat, it's all cut in with gray. Oh, I missed a spot. Here, you could join me. Glory, glory, glory. Alright, so I'll come back in a few minutes here. This will tack up. We'll hit it with the 2nd coat. I scuffed the shit out of this under here. We'll have to hit that again with white oil bases. I'm going to come in here and put this on. So I normally put the water lines on first. It's just easier. Put the water lines on this before it goes in. I actually still might wait on this. They make these so cheap nowadays that if you don't have a good wrench on this upper nut right here, you will twist this copper and you ruin it. So I am gonna wait. That dude's gonna be back here in a little bit with water lines for me, and I could put this in. So what the story is with this thing? Actually, this is on the wrong way. The flat part needs to go down. This end part, this needs to go up. Whoever put this together, this packaging together, I don't know, I find that it works better with the, I'll show you here. See, I find that the whole system works better with this bent edge going upward. And that fits in there like this. And then I get underneath here and I spin that and it like locks right in. But if you put the flat side, for some reason it doesn't want to catch nicely. I don't know. So that thing's locked in for freshness. It's got a little piece of plastic on here. And just like that, voila. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna unhook this toilet, put the toilet on that piece of cardboard in the shower so I don't put shit stamps on my clean tub. There's no telling what's underneath this toilet, so when I get this out, I'm gonna clean this floor and get my linoleum in place and glue it down. So I'm going to get started with that now, folks. Alright, so I got the toilet out. Like I said, I was gonna clean this old caulking out of here. It's nasty. And make this look nice. Nothing like a booger caulking job. Sitting on the toilet having a look at a booger caulking job. Oh. Alright, I got the old crap out of here. This could be wiped down with lacquer thinner. The whole front of this tub will be scrubbed, actually. Let me get this one out of here. This is nasty, too. Sorry for the camera work, folks. I'm hanging over this, trying not to touch the floor. I don't even want my little tripod touching this floor, because I touch it. I don't got my rubber gloves on. Alright, I need my right hand. Look what I'm trying to remodel here. Look at this nasty shit. You know what I get from the office are like, when are you gonna be done with that? When are you gonna be done with that? Going on vacation, July 7th. You think you'll be done with that before you go on vacation? You think you'll be done with that? Alright, so I'm going to try to fit. Ooh, made in the USA, baby. Made in the USA. USA. Good old USA. I would like to put the factory edge up against the tub. Okay, so I need two hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got this floor crudely fit into place. It's kind of hard without gluing it, so what I'm going to do is go down to the boiler room, find my glue. I will pull half of this and fold it back on, glue it, stick it, and then I'll come over and pull the other half, glue it, stick it, and then I could do a final trimming around the edges with a nice sharp razor where nothing's moving. I'm going to also try to find my black cove molding, and I could put the vanity in here, and could probably put the toilet back in after that. I got clean behind the toilet. That tile never got cleaned back there. It's 50 years of yuck. So let me get down to the boiler room. Maybe I'll take you for a tour. Let's go. Alright. Commercial tile adhesive, we want that. What else did I say I needed down here? Oh, I'm getting forgetful. Oh, I remember the vinyl floor molding. Anybody see it? Vinyl floor molding? You hiding from me? Oof, I don't see vinyl floor molding. Oh, wait a minute, it might be out here in the laundry room. There you are. This is why it's called the boiler room. These are the boilers. This heats the building, these two boilers. Here's a hot water tank I had to put in on a Friday night at 11:45 at night. That was 0 on the fun scale. So if I refer to the boiler room, that's what I mean. This is like a maintenance room here, just storage for excessive stuff. Alright, I need 2 hands to carry this stuff. I'll see you back up in 8. Oh, my brush fell down in there, and that is not good. So I need to find rubber gloves and okay, this is gonna be messy. Alright, this floor has been glued down. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm gonna go around the edge and do some tucking and fitting and make sure it sets down nice, and it should suck down to the floor. It's a little ripply, but it should suck down. That's the adhesive, and I'll trim around that thing and get my bolts put back in, and start getting this bathroom put back together. Alright.
To get eggs, birds are all set.
Oh, he's eating those. Maybe those are grape leaves. Maybe he's a Greek.
Look at the squirrels coming up on
He's
the other
Greek
side.
or he's Lebanese. He's eating grape leaves.
He's a big son.
The squirrels are like, what the fuck are you doing, motherfucker?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have a knife on there. Look at him, look at him.
How much wood does a woodchuck chuck?
He's a big fat fucker. Look at him.
It's nasty. This is really peculiar. The woodchuck is up on the top of a fence. Is that what that is, a groundhog? Oh, he's gonna jump? He's gonna jump? Oh no.
So cute.
Alright folks, so my water lines have arrived. And I'm gonna put these on first. Just because I described this thing will bend like nobody's business and you ruin this. So I'm going to put these on where I could get a wrench on here and prevent that from twisting. No twisty. Alright, let me get geared up. Alright, so those are on. And these little buggers go on the bottom side. Okay. So let's go see if the paint is dry in the kitchen. And we could try to shimmy shanga this thing in.
I have never had that thought in my life.
I guess it's dry enough. I'm going to try to shimmy this thing in. Alright folks, I'm going to get this thing. Let's see if we can get this in without destroying the whole kitchen. Oh, I'm hemmed up. Oh, there we go. In there. In there. Whew. Phew. Cut a couple scuffs. Let me get my gray paint. Of course, gotta scuff the wall. Well, I got scuffs way out here. Some of them are easier than other ones. Alright, so now I can start putting these sink baskets in and we'll get started with that. Alright, so we take the Ote plumber's buddy. And get this thing to stand up here. You want to get some of this out of here. I'm going to need a good amount. I got 2 sink baskets to put in. So the first thing you want to do is just work this like you're working bread dough or pizza dough. Get it nice and soft and pliable. Okay, so on the ring, you take this and you pinch it off and they stick on there. Get that baby going down in there. Now, I do the same thing. This particular sink has two drains, and I'll do it to the other one right alongside of it. So down at the bottom, it goes in this order: black washer, paper washer, then this, then this. Just like that. So let me see if I can get this on camera. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Da 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 da. Alright, so let me get some wrenches on this and I'll be right back. So these things got cranked down. They're cranked down and tight. And I'm going to go in here. And I have to put a loop on this and attach it. Okay, I need 2 hands. I'll be back with 2 hands. Alright, so the water lines are all hooked up. Water lines hooked up. I do not have a double P trap, so I will have to pick one of those up. And I'm going to try to get that nut off there, and let's do that now for tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I need to bring a double P trap, and I gotta paint this again where I scratched the shit out of it. I could put the side splashes up. I already screwed this thing down. I put screws going up in all 4 corners. And let me get the side splashes. Let me get these opened up. I'll be back with you, folks. Alright, when I put these in, I want to put on the bottom edge of the closest to the wall, I want to put white silicone. So if any water gets underneath this thing, it's protected. Okay. Now I use adhesive. Put dollops and squish it in. Dollops. Standing upright. And voila. So we'll do this one. The edge facing me is closest, going to be closest to the wall. Right now it's upside down. And then when this dries, this edge gets caulked anyways. Just so you know. Just to let you know. I'm not getting out of caulking anything. Dallops, dallops, dallops. Standing upright, standing upright. We want to go squish in and... Okay. And voila. And like I said, this will all get caulked. The good part about having carpet in here still is it's a big giant rag. Alright, so this is all in, this is all in, this is all in. Tomorrow this seam will get caulked, this seam will get caulked. I like to wait till it's all dry. Make sure my dallops are in there. And that's in there good. Let me seal up the ends of these and I'll be right back at you. Alright folks, I laid this floor down in place. Tomorrow I'll glue it and put this trim molding in. This has been glued. Tomorrow I'll put the toilet in, the vanity in, hang the mirror, and put my trim molding in. I just came in here, I gave these doors their final coat of paint on the second side. So you got, oh look at what's, look at you. Well, thank you for watching Old School Studios, folks. I always appreciate it. Hit like, hit subscribe. Somehow that helps me. Take care, folks. Until tomorrow.